Do you think female dogs are just gentle and obedient? The truth is, there are things they do for you every single day, without you even realizing it. Think back to the last time you saw her sitting silently by the door for a long time, or suddenly leaving the room because she heard a small noise outside. You thought it was just random behavior? It wasn't. It was her protective instinct quietly taking over. And the strange thing is, it's often female dogs who instinctively put their bodies between you and danger, silently, like you are the most precious being in the world. Some behaviors may seem ordinary, but behind them is a world full of love, loyalty, and a sixth sense that few truly understand. In this video, you'll discover 9 touching behaviors that only female dogs tend to have, and the reasons behind them will make you see your four-legged friend in a completely different light. Especially number 8. It's the one that makes many people unable to hold back their tears. The very first behavior that often goes unnoticed is something you see every day, yet have never truly understood its meaning. Have you ever seen your female dog sitting silently at the door, her gaze seemingly guarding something invisible? Many think it's just a habit, or simply restlessness. But the truth is, she's performing the duty of a protector. According to animal behavior researchers at the University of Vienna, female dogs have a tendency to block danger, meaning they instinctively place their bodies between you and potential threats, like a living wall. What's remarkable is that they don't need any training to do this. It's pure instinct. It's unconditional love. Next time you see her stand between you and a stranger on the street, or slow down while walking past a dark alley, don't just say, "Good girl." Try bending down, look into her eyes, and softly say, "Thank you for protecting me." Sometimes, that quiet gratitude is the only reward a silent soldier needs. And when you find her lying next to you during the days when you feel like collapsing, it's not just because she's being cute. It's her instinct to sense your pain. According to a study from the University of Lincoln, female dogs can distinguish subtle changes in your voice, facial expressions, and even your body scent when you are anxious or sad. What's magical is, instead of avoiding you, they quietly move closer. No drama, no noise. They just sit there. And that is a hug without words. It's an unspoken whisper. "I know you're tired, and I'm staying." How many times have you cried and felt a soft, wet nose gently touch your hand? How many times have you woken up in the middle of the night and found her still curled up by your feet? That kind of love requires no lessons, no words. That's also why, sometimes, even in a house full of people, she will only bond deeply with one specific person. It might be you, or someone else she trusts the most. It's not because that person feeds her more. It's because her heart has already chosen. According to the journal Animal Cognition, female dogs tend to emotionally bond with someone who has a stable voice and makes them feel safe. And from there, the bond is imprinted. If you are the one she seeks out when scared, the one she sleeps next to every night, or the one she brings toys to as gifts, congratulations. You are the chosen one. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to be the place where she feels safest. And once that love is given, it doesn't waver, no matter what. And if there are children or vulnerable people in your home, her love becomes even clearer. Even female dogs who have never had puppies can show strong maternal instincts. Due to naturally higher levels of oxytocin, female dogs often react more gently to crying, clumsy movements, and even accidental bumps from little ones. A little girl once said, "Every time I tried to crawl, my dog would circle around me, like a soft, safe pillow." Those moments are not coincidences. They are pure instinct to protect. If you ever see her lying across the stairs when your child is nearby, or quietly guarding a sleeping baby, it's because, in her heart, that child has become part of her pack, and she will protect them with all the tenderness she has. Some people say, "My female dog is weird. She stops and hesitates before moving." But that's not weird. That's awareness. Studies show female dogs have a more developed emotional and risk-processing brain region compared to males, which leads them to pause and observe carefully before acting, instead of reacting on impulse. Have you seen her stand still for a long moment before entering a crowded space? Or glance back at you before proceeding? Don't rush her. She's not slow. She's analyzing, silently, subtly, and that caution is exactly what helps both you and her avoid risks more often than you realize. And there's something else that not many people know. Female dogs have the remarkable ability to sense who in the family is the most vulnerable. Not the strongest, not the most dominant, but the one most in need of protection. According to Harvard Medical School, female dogs can detect tiny changes in heart rate, body odor, and stress hormone levels, and they instinctively stay close to the emotionally weakest person. There are nights when you'll find her leave your bed to lie next to an elderly mother or a child who has just cried themselves to sleep. It's not random. It's her heart choosing to be where it's needed most. She doesn't follow strength. She follows vulnerability. If you've ever seen her silently nestle next to someone fragile in your home, know this: true love doesn't need words. It just needs presence. Music, too, can be an invisible bond between her and your emotions. Have you ever played soft music and watched her lie down, breathe deeply, her face visibly relaxing? Researchers at the University of Glasgow found that soft music, like reggae, ballads, or slow classical, can lower dogs' heart rates and cortisol levels, helping them truly relax. Interestingly, female dogs often show even stronger reactions, moving closer to speakers or stretching toward the sound. It's not just instinct, it's a soul that feels beauty. If one day you're feeling overwhelmed, try playing soft music and lying down beside her. No words, just two hearts listening. And if you think all these quiet acts are just reflexes, you'll want to know this. There are real stories, recorded by National Geographic, of female dogs sacrificing their lives to save children from fires or standing between their loved ones and danger. This isn't a survival instinct. This is a maternal instinct, breaking all limits. It's love without demand, condition, or calculation. They don't love you because you're strong or perfect. They love you because you're fragile, and they choose to become your silent protector. When the world feels too loud, remember, there's a tiny heart sitting quietly nearby, ready to do anything for you. Even female dogs who have never had puppies can experience false pregnancies, just because their love for their family is so deep. A sudden drop in hormones after heat cycles tricks their bodies into believing they are pregnant, leading them to build nests, carry toys like babies, and guard them fiercely. But sometimes it's not just hormonal. Dogs who are extremely attached to their humans or a beloved object can trigger this state on their own. If you've ever seen her carrying around a small pillow, curling around it protectively, that might be her small family, one she has sworn never to leave. There are types of love that, even without words, shine brightly through simple everyday actions. And if you've stayed with this story until now, your heart is probably quietly warming up, like the feeling of a small paw brushing against your hand when you're at your lowest. A female dog is not just a companion, not just a pet. She is a mother, a guardian, a silent friend who places her whole world at your feet, just to see you smile. Every glance, every soft step around the house, every time she gazes out the window carries an unbreakable promise. I'm here. For you. Forever. If these small things have touched your heart, stay with us a little longer. Every week, we'll continue to tell the quiet yet beautiful stories of the four-legged friends we are lucky to have in our lives. Subscribe to the channel so you won't miss any of the magic. And if you've ever been loved in this silent, loyal way by a female dog, share your story in the comments. Who knows? Maybe your story will help someone else find the silent love they've been searching for.